Tatum, fall away.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. For everybody in North Carolina that doesn't know, that's what elite players do. Fourth quarter, fade away, step back into corner three.
Well, welcome into Celtics post-game live presented by Flamingo Ford Dealers and Ford Trucks. Chris Mannix, Amina Smith here with you, and the Celtics win big against the Charlotte Hornets, 115-101, and Jayson Tatum exploding for 44 points in this matchup. Mannix, I watched Jayson Tatum the other night, Sunday night, drop 54 points, and now 44 tonight. What did you see out of Jayson Tatum on the floor in this matchup?
You know, Jayson Tatum is in the kind of zone that only a handful of players in the NBA can even think of being. And I'm talking about guys like Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, LeBron James, James Harden. That's the type of offensive zone that Tatum is in right now, where everything is working for him. In the first half of this game against Charlotte, we saw Tatum flexing his literal muscles, going to the basket, scoring at the rim. The second half, he decided to showcase the three-point shot and was knocking it down all over the place. On top of that, you saw a complete effort from Boston's supporting cast. Derek White and Marcus Smart combined for 17 assists. You had the Celtics winning the rebounding battle 47-46 against Charlotte. So Jayson Tatum led the way, phenomenal offensive performance, but this was a collective team effort, especially in that second half by these Celtics.
How much is Jayson Tatum's aggressiveness really coming out during this final stretch of the season?
Oh, look, you're seeing it. I mean, since the All-Star break, he's averaging more than 12 points per game in the paint. That's up from 9 points per game before the All-Star break. He's getting to the free throw line close to 10 times per game since the All-Star break. That's up as well. So you're seeing him really utilize his strength and utilize the entirety of his skills. Look, when Jayson Tatum proves during games that he's a threat to go to the basket and a threat to finish at the rim, that only makes him that much more dangerous when he pulls up from beyond the three-point line. But there's an element to this that has nothing to do with schemes or kind of how he's playing. He's just a great offensive player.
Yeah.
And there's only a handful of great offensive players in this game that can do what Jayson Tatum can do.
Yeah, it's very much showing up in these last few games of the season. All right, let's send it out to Abby Chin, who's with Jayson Tatum right now.
Jayson, I'm going to start with the game. Things escalated quickly at the end of the third, start of the fourth. What sparked that run for you guys to take control?
Yeah, it got back and forth towards the end of the third. You know, both teams just competing, battling. Nobody wanted to lose. And we went on a run at the end of the third, and we just regrouped before the fourth quarter. And try everybody calm down, and let's find a way to win this game.
And now I want to focus on you. 44 points tonight. This is your fourth straight 30-plus game. You also, between last game and this one, tie the franchise record with 98 points in consecutive games, tying Kevin McHale. What kind of zone are you in right now?
I'm in a lot better zone than I was to start the season, but you know, it's just part of it. You know, I believe in the work I put in, and you know, I never doubted myself. And you know, I'm just thankful my teammates didn't doubt me either. You know, I knew I was gonna miss all season, but you know, I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in, and hopefully we keep it going.
Ime tells us he's in your ear about not taking a back seat to anyone. Are you starting to feel that you're coming into your own right now?
I guess you could say that, you know, when you're in a zone like this. But, you know, I just try to compete against myself and help my teammates as much as I can, and one game at a time. You know, we can do something special, and we all believe it. And, you know, we're on the roll, and we just got to keep it going.
You've been blowing a few kisses, too. Is that the new celebration?
I think so. I did it once, and then I went home and Deuce started imitating me. So I think that's a new thing.
Finally, you guys have now won 4 straight. This was slated as a tough stretch. What do you feel like the message you're sending across the league is? I
don't know about any message, but you know, we just worried about ourselves. We just focusing on the group that we have, staying healthy, competing and playing the right way, night in and night out, regardless of who we playing on the road or whatever. We just trying to play the right way.
Jayson, thank you. Congratulations.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
No message from Jayson Tatum and the Celtics, but their presence definitely felt out there on the court. Let's bring in Scal, who's with us right now. And Scal, you talk about your guy, Jayson Tatum, 44 points in tonight's matchup. Where was his presence felt the most on the court?
I think transitioning at the end of the third, he kind of took over. And the start of the fourth, you just saw him go to a completely different level. I thought Mannix nailed it. Like the way he's playing right now, 5 guys, 5 offensive wing players can get in that zone for a stretch, not for a game. There's a lot of guys in the league that can do it for a game, but I'm talking like a stretch where he just dominates when he wants to, picks his spots, picks his timing, and I just thought in the fourth quarter he was dominant in this game.
Yeah, Scal, one thing I'm seeing over the last few weeks, maybe even a month, is Jayson Tatum going into bodies at the rim, attacking the basket, I don't say ever feared contact, but embracing contact maybe more than ever before. That's reflected in the numbers. Are you seeing that in just the eye test as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Chris, he's getting downhill. He's elevating early. A lot of guys can't do that. They're just not athletic enough. His eyes are up. He's up in the air before guys are leaving their feet. So that's why he has that opportunity to bang guys in the air and create space to get those layups. So, yeah, 100%. And then you add the shooting to it. I'm telling you, you're hard-pressed right now to find, like, the combination of shooting, hardcore physical offensive player, guy that gets to the free throw line. Like it's a combination that you're not seeing around the league. Like Kevin Durant, he's phenomenal. I think he's the best player in the world. But he's not going into bodies late and creating that contact during the regular season like Tatum is doing. So right now, man, you have to really ask yourself when you start to unfold everything, what classification is he in right now? And to start the year, he wanted to make people around him better. He tried it. It wasn't working, fully. He was really struggling shooting the basketball, but that caught up to it. He's making the plays. He's winning with his mind. He's winning with his physicality. I said it last week. I'll say it, after the Brooklyn game, and I'll say it after this game. The man's a top 5 player in the NBA, and it impacts winning at an extremely high level.
And the Celtics went on a 16-0 run at the end of the third quarter going into the fourth quarter. Scal, how did the tide change in this game during that time?
Well, Kelly Oubre had an awful foul at the end of the third, but I just think Tatum decided to take over. Like, he's like, I'm going to take over this game, and the confidence that the rest of the Celtics built from him taking over, it carried throughout for everybody.
I think there's definite truth to that, Scal. I also, and I touched on this at the top, I love the ball movement. 30 assists for the Celtics in this game. That is a terrific number. And again, look, you and I have the Marcus Smart, Lonzo Ball debate. We'll probably have that right up until both teams, Chicago and Boston, are eliminated from the playoffs at some point. But Marcus Smart's decision-making continues to get better and better. He had 9 assists in this game tonight. More than that, he could have had a couple of more. He went to the basket. He passed up on 3-point shots. He kept the ball moving, getting that second and third pass that led to an open shot. I just continue to see an evolution of Marcus Smart as a playmaker. When you have Smart and Derek White combining for 17 assists, you are going to be a very tough offensive team to stop.
And Scal, let's get to your Tommy Award for tonight. And I'm assuming it's not the star player, Jayson Tatum, that's getting the award after this one?
Nah, I mean, we don't give the Tommy Award to the star player. We give to the Tommy Award to the player that grinds it out. And Chris Mannix just mentioned his name. And I'm going with Derek White. Steals, he had 2 blocks, he gets out, and he made some shots, taking the ball to the basket. Here he is with a layup. Like today, Derek White, it was Tommy Award written all over him. Little inside action out, he guards, he takes charges. I thought for sure this was a no-brainer for me today. Derek White, he wins the Tommy Award. He was tough throughout this game.